So the whole no makeup PJs thing is just the knock on from my morning writing. I write at my best in my pajamas. My pajamas are my favourite form of fashion wear, and to me, a luxurious day is when I don't have to get out of them. And I give myself permission when I write to not get out of them. A bit like a personal trainer when you go to the gym, you wear gym clothes. When I write, I wear writing clothes, and they always happen to be PJs. So um, I stay in them all day. And as I mentioned in my tea's just going cold. 2 secs. I'll just as I mentioned in my last entry, I'm going away for the month of September. This is now Monday, July the 21st. Going away in September to actually get my third book finished. It's in its skeletal stages, probably 2/3 done. So I'm going away so I can stay in my pajamas for a month, and I'll be blogging and videoing, vlogging. It's called. It's not video selfies. I was told last week. It's called vlogging. You'll discover I'm not hip, slick, and cool. I'm very much uncool. But I remember when my 13-year-old, my boys I call Big Chicken and Little Chicken, and my son I call Mr. Delicious, just to protect the innocent. But I remember when Little Chicken, who these days is a rock star, and has played at Big Day Out, and my boys are just bloody amazing. But I know every mum thinks that. But anyway, Little Chicken, pre-rock status. I was walking across the road, and I did something really awkward and embarrassing, and I found myself apologising to him and saying, "I'm sorry, I'm such an uncool mum." And he said to me, "Mum, you are so uncool that it makes you cool." And anyway, that just popped to mind. What is the purpose of this womaning up vlogging series, you might ask? We all need a bestie. We all need a best friend. And I'm blessed to have some beautiful female friends in the sisterhood, but I wouldn't ring them at 2 a.m. just to bug them because I wanted to chat. Or at 7 a.m. I've found that my pen and paper have become my best friend. And as I mentioned in the previous little vlog, womaning up, I take my emotional nourishment through the written word. I read all the great elders, Wordsworth, Shakespeare, C.S. Lewis, Erica Yong, Marianne Williamson, Jeff Brown. I mean, there's just millions of fantastic elders that have helped me grow. But I've ingested and started to really renovate my heart's library through the written word because I find it so safe and so quiet. And the spoken word, I've become a speaker by accident because people ask me to talk about my books. And my first book came out in 2000 and my second book came out in 2004. And I did both of those at the end of marriages. And here we are now, 2014. It's nearly, 10, 11 years later. And I haven't dared to write the third book with this third marriage because it's such a solo pursuit. So, about being uncool, and I needed a bestie. I've needed to really woman up and become my own best friend. And I know that sounds so bloody corny and cliche, but to have somebody who gets you, who gets everything about you, who will listen to you anytime you want to talk, who will tell you stories and just reiterate information in a way that suits your heart, at a tone that you can ingest, at a pace that you can understand, in words that aren't too complex. To become that for ourselves, that's how we live happily ever after. That's how we get a lifelong romance, becoming our own bestie, our own best friend. And these little womaning up vlogs over the past week of just trialing them, I found at the end of the day, I've just popped one on, and I just get to hear stories and values and reassurances and uncoolness mirrored back at me from my own heart, and it brings me comfort. And maybe you're in need of some comfort too. And if you want to sit in on my little womaning ups and come and check in and just talk about life and chew the fat and just talk about stuff that affects women and men. And I've got many male clients that over the years have come and worked with me one-on-one and have said that they're enjoying these PJ entries. If you need some company, if your heart needs some company, I'm so glad you've clicked on and you want to join me.